Happy Monday. Thank you for joining me for this week's Weekly Wisdom. Recently, I was talking with one of my coaching clients and we were hashing out different goals, both personal and professional, and what she wanted the future to look like. And as we were going through, she started showing me her vision board. Now, I'd seen vision boards on TV, but I had never really understood what the process was, what the concept was. And as she was going through and explaining all of the different pictures of her vision board, everything kind of clicked into place. And there was this one image, and that image was of a businesswoman in a full suit holding a briefcase, jumping over a hurdle, like what you would see in hurdles for track and field. And when my client started talking through why she chose this, I thought it was a really interesting concept. And I thought y'all might appreciate it as well. She explained that on her leadership journey, she feels like it's part of her responsibility to find the hurdles that employees will experience and then either go through the hurdle herself so she understands what challenges the employees might experience, or to remove the hurdle completely if that's an option. Now, when we think about all the hurdles that exist in the workplace, the hurdles are going to look very different depending on the person, depending on what their background is, depending on how they show up, depending on what their challenges are and their strengths. My hurdle was never getting things done. That was pretty easy for me. Working with and through others with people, emotional intelligence, that was a lot harder, especially early on in my career. And so when we think about hurdles from our perspective, we're only going to see what our hurdles are. But if we take a moment and we start thinking about hurdles from different employees' perspectives, it allows us to get a clearer vision of their experience. For example, if part of your onboarding process requires a significant amount of reading, for most of your employees, and maybe for you, it's not a problem, it's not a hurdle. If you have an employee that comes in that maybe doesn't see very well, is legally blind, or maybe they have dyslexia, that's going to be a hurdle. Another hurdle that is not commonly thought of is credit cards. If the position requires your employee to travel a lot and they have to get a personal credit card or they have to apply for a company credit card, maybe they made some mistakes in the past. Their credit's not very good. Maybe they've learned from those mistakes and they don't carry personal credit cards anymore. Having a credit card is something that many of us take for granted because we have it. It's not a big deal. But if you don't have a credit card, that creates significant hurdles if one is needed. So these are just a few examples of some of the hurdles that your employees could experience. So I challenge you, put on your leader hat. Look through what could be hurdles and ask your employees, what are some hurdles that maybe they have experienced? Some you will be perfectly aware of because, companies have hurdles, but you may be surprised by some as well. Spend some time asking the questions. Y'all have heard me say it before and you'll hear me say it again, but we don't think about what we've never had to think about. So if it has never been a pain point for you, it's not something that you are going to think about. This is why spending time with people who come from different backgrounds, who have different experiences, who view the world from a different lens is so critical as a leader. We don't know what we've never had to think about. So have an absolutely amazing week. And don't forget, as always, you got this. I'll see you next week.